Manufacturing Execution System, MES. MES is a suite of software systems that track the total manufacturing from design of the product to your vendors, raw materials, or parts to your manufacturing, storage systems, your finished goods, your dispatches to customers, performance of your products in the field, the feedback from the field to your manufacturing and design. When you are implementing the Industry 4.0 elements in the various parts of your manufacturing, you need a software system to bring it together and let the advantages of the data flow from one area to the other. The overall objective of the MES is to improve the efficiency of manufacturing and improve the service of the company to its customers. Let us see how the data from one subsystem to another can improve the company as a whole. Product design learns from the product performance data. When a product is designed and sent to the market, the product performance data comes from the field via the sensors that the company has put onto its product. The subsystems of the product generate a lot of performance-related data that is fed back to the design team on a continuous basis. The MES will analyze this data and give actionable feedback to the design team. It can even suggest the improvements that the design team can do in the design of the product. For example, based on the frequency of clogging of an air filter, the software can suggest the type of air filter that can be put and the frequency with which the air filter can be changed for the best performance. Based on the performance of the bearing in the field in different applications, the MES can suggest the life of the bearing and when the bearing should be changed for best product performance. The data from the customer on the product usage can help companies to improve their design and make products more specific to the needs of various categories of customers. Vendors can be integrated into the company's capacity very well. The vendors with various capacities can be integrated into the planning and scheduling of the company. When the company releases the schedule for a month, the MES can check the availability of capacity at various internal facilities and vendors. It can schedule the production with more flexibility. It can monitor the production status at the vendors, and monitor the productivity and quality status of the vendors, as it can monitor the internal production facilities. MES can keep track of machine conditions at the vendor end on a continuous basis. It can keep track of all concern areas with each vendor, the corrective actions pending with them. New product trials can help work out a better control plan. When a new product is being produced using regular manufacturing facilities, the process conditions will be captured online as the production is totally wired and the resultant quality status of the product is updated into the system. This helps to determine the process parameters vis-a-vis the process control parameters. The MES can then recommend the process conditions which will give the best quality and best productivity. This ensures that the new products are productionized with minimum trouble. Production can become more intelligent. The production of products in the company can become more intelligent. The production data is getting captured online. Hence the process conditions that are supporting the production will be available online. The resultant quality data also can be captured online to the extent possible. Wherever a human being has to inspect the product, if it can be done online and data is entered into the system, then the process conditions that are giving the best quality can be determined. This makes the quality control online. With the data being generated every day, artificial intelligence can analyze the data and find the corrections that can be done in the process conditions to get the best quality and productivity. With control function, the MES can also make necessary process changes. This can be attempted after the systems make some progress. People skill monitoring. MES can keep track of the production and the quality and quantity being produced by each operator for each operation. It can link this to the training that is needed for the operators. It can monitor the performance of the operator after the training is given. MES can also suggest the type of training needed for the individual operators. The performance of the operators during the training can also be tracked by the MES. This information can be used when the company is considering the performance evaluation for the operators and when the salary increments are considered. Intelligent storage system. The raw materials, products produced can be stored by the Automatic Storage and Retrieval System, ASRS, in specific locations and retrieved whenever required. MES will interact with the ASRS, and it can generate the Kanban cards on the basis of the definition put in for the finished goods. The company may decide to stock specific quantities for each product. When these products are dispatched, the ASRS can generate Kanban cards that will go to the production and vendors as per the bill of material. This ensures that the production produces only when there is a need and not otherwise. It also ensures that the raw material and parts are purchased only when they are needed. The inventories will be controlled by this process. Intelligent Safety System. MES can bring the CCTV system together and analyze the videos that are coming up every second. It can identify potentially unsafe situations and alert the people concerned. Artificial intelligence can analyze the enormous data that comes through the videos and highlight the changes that can be done in the layout of the factory to make it safer. The MES can also analyze the people movement in the videos and suggest the changes that can be done in the people movement to make it safer. Simulation systems. The simulation software that is part of MES can analyze the material movement and suggest better ways of handling the material in the factory. The material handling systems can be fine-tuned using this input. The simulation system can also analyze the people movement and usage. It can suggest the redeployment ideas for the manpower. Product validation. The validation rigs in the company and validation that happens outside the company can throw up the data from the validation programs. This data can be analyzed by the MES and it can suggest the changes in the product or changes in the usage of the product. Product lifecycle monitoring. The company can monitor the product performance at the customer site for a full cycle and take the learnings to the product design. This can help in fine-tuning the design to ensure that the parts that are over-designed are tuned down, and the parts that are not withstanding the demand of the usage can be tuned up. This helps in ensuring that the product is tuned exactly as needed for the customer's usage. Aftermarket service contributing to the product design. The aftermarket service that is done to the company's products at the customer sites is recorded by the MES online. The data regarding problems reported, and repairs done to each part of the company's product will be available on the MES. MES can analyze this information and give suggestions on the changes that can be considered in the product design to avoid the problems in the usage of the product. Logistics suggestions. MES can also monitor the usage of the company vehicles and vehicles hired from outside for product delivery. The MES can suggest the way in which the company can best use the company vehicles and then go for the outside vehicles. MES can also suggest whether it is time to buy more vehicles and bring in more logistics into the company. Vendor capacity management. One of the big reasons for production disruptions is non-supply of parts by the vendors on time. MES can monitor the capacity of the vendors and their efficiency in supplies. The MES can suggest development of additional capacity of parts well in advance and ensure that the vendor capacity is maintained as needed. This way the MES can help the company to use all the data that is being generated by the various machines, vehicles, people connected to it, and generate the best ways of improving the efficiency of the manufacturing. The type of analysis that can be done, and the type of advantages that can be taken are only limited by our imagination. The companies that can best use the MES will be able to develop manufacturing as its competitive advantage.